Welcome back to Man of Substance. And today, we're diving into one of the biggest paradoxes in dating. Why do women seem to chase the men who don't value them, while the guys who genuinely care get overlooked? If you've ever felt frustrated watching a woman ignore a good man in favor of someone who barely acknowledges her, you're not alone. And no, this isn't just about bad boys versus nice guys. This is about something much deeper. Let's be real. The idea that women love men who mistreat them is an oversimplification. It's not about mistreatment. It's about value. Women are biologically and psychologically wired to be drawn to what they perceive as high value. And here's the harsh truth. A man who puts a woman on a pedestal signals to her that he is the one chasing her value, rather than the other way around. And if she senses that she's your priority before you're even hers, game over. Men make a critical mistake. They think treating a woman like a queen from day one will make her appreciate them. In reality, it does the opposite. If a man overinvests too soon, showering her with attention, prioritizing her over his own mission, she doesn't see that as strength. She sees it as neediness. And nothing is more unattractive to a woman than a man who needs her validation to feel complete. Now, let's flip the script. The men who don't prioritize women above themselves, the ones who remain focused on their purpose, their goals, and their own standards, these men trigger something powerful in a woman. They trigger her competitive nature. She starts to wonder, why isn't he chasing me? What does he have going on that's more important? And suddenly, she's the one trying to prove herself to him. It's not about being cold or disrespectful. It's about positioning yourself as the prize. Women don't value men who make themselves too available, too easy, too eager. They value the man who is selective, who has options, who doesn't just give his time and energy away without it being earned. That's what creates attraction. So today, we're breaking this down into 7 key reasons why women are drawn to men who don't prioritize them, and why shifting your mindset will instantly change how women see you. If you want to stop being overlooked and start commanding the respect and attraction you deserve, stay locked in. Let's get into it. Before we start, I've created a community on Podia where I break down everything you need to know, step by step. You'll get no-nonsense, practical advice that will boost your confidence and help you build stronger, more meaningful connections. And the best part? The first 20 people who join will get an exclusive discount. So don't hesitate. Click the link in the description to grab your spot. If you know someone who could use this, share it with them. Point 1. Women crave what they can't have. One of the biggest secrets to understanding attraction is this. People, especially women, desire what feels just out of reach. The moment something is too easy to get, its value drops. This is human nature. It's why luxury brands price themselves high. Exclusivity creates desire. And when it comes to relationships, the same principle applies. Women don't want a man who is too available. If she knows you're always there, always responding instantly, always willing to drop everything for her, she starts to take you for granted. She doesn't have to earn your attention. It's just there, waiting for her. And when something doesn't require effort, it's not exciting. Now, here's where it gets interesting. A man who isn't always available, who isn't constantly seeking her out, creates a different effect. He triggers curiosity. She starts to wonder why he isn't chasing her like other men do. Is he busy? Does he have other options? What makes him so different? And the moment a woman starts asking those questions, she's already emotionally invested. Think about this. A guy texts a woman every morning, compliments her all the time, and is always the first to initiate plans. She likes the attention at first, but over time, she stops valuing it. She knows it's guaranteed. Now take another man. He's friendly, but he doesn't go out of his way to constantly check in. He responds when he feels like it, keeps conversations short, and focuses on his own life. That is the guy she finds mysterious. She starts overthinking, wondering why he's different. She starts chasing. The reason this works is simple. Effort equals value. When a woman has to put in work to get a man's time and attention, it feels more rewarding. It makes her feel like he is the prize, not the other way around. And the moment she feels like she's the one doing the chasing, everything shifts. This isn't about playing mind games. It's about positioning yourself as someone who naturally has options and priorities beyond her. A man who doesn't need a woman becomes the man she wants. If you can master this mindset, you'll start to see how powerful scarcity is in attraction. Coming up next, we're diving into something even more important. Why respect is never given freely, and why men who chase approval always lose it. Stay locked in. Point 2. Respect is earned, not given. One of the biggest mistakes men make with women is assuming that respect is automatic, that if you're nice, if you treat her well, if you do everything right, she'll naturally appreciate you. But the reality is much harsher. Women don't respect men who give their value away for free. Respect is something you earn, not something you demand. Think about it like this. A leader doesn't beg people to follow him. He simply is a leader, and people naturally gravitate toward him. But when a man tries too hard to get a woman's respect, whether by overinvesting, putting her on a pedestal, or trying to prove he's different from other guys, he's doing the opposite. He's showing her that he values her more than she values him. And in that moment, she loses respect. Women respect men who have a strong sense of self, the kind of man who doesn't bend over backward just to please her, who isn't afraid to walk away, who has standards. A man with standards communicates one powerful thing: I am the prize. And when a woman senses that, she treats him differently. Let's break it down with a simple situation. Two men take a woman on a date. The first guy is eager to impress. He agrees with everything she says, constantly reassures her that he likes her, and seems afraid of saying the wrong thing. He's seeking approval. The second guy, he's cool, relaxed, and doesn't seem overly concerned with whether she likes him or not. If she says something he disagrees with, he challenges her playfully. If she acts entitled, he doesn't tolerate it. Who do you think she respects more? The first guy is too eager. He's trying to win her over, which automatically puts him in a weaker position. The second guy, on the other hand, holds his ground. He makes it clear that his respect isn't freely given. She has to earn it too. That's what separates men who are respected from those who are overlooked. This is the key. Women respect men who respect themselves. If you put her above you, she will always look down on you. But if you carry yourself with value, with confidence, and with the ability to walk away if necessary, she has no choice but to respect you. Point 3. Desperation kills attraction. Nothing kills attraction faster than desperation. The moment a woman senses that you need her approval, that you're waiting for her to decide your worth, she loses interest. This is not because women are cruel or heartless, but because attraction doesn't work like a reward for good behavior. It's based on perception, how she perceives your value, your confidence, and your ability to hold your ground. Women respect men who don't seek validation. If she notices that your mood depends on whether she texts you back, if you're too eager to please, or if you prioritize her over everything else, she starts to see you as less valuable. And here's the harsh truth. If a woman sees you as less valuable, she will never feel strong attraction for you. The men who women desire the most are the ones who don't chase approval. These men are secure in themselves, they know their worth, and they don't crumble if a woman takes too long to reply or isn't immediately showing interest. They have an abundance mindset. They understand that one woman's attention doesn't define their value. But when a man becomes desperate, whether by constantly checking in, double texting, or acting overly agreeable, he is essentially saying, "Please choose me. Please tell me I'm good enough." And the second a woman senses that, her attraction fades. She doesn't want a man who begs for her attention. She wants a man whose attention is earned. Let's be honest, desperation feels off no matter who it's coming from. Imagine a stranger overly complimenting you, agreeing with everything you say, or always being available at your convenience. You'd start to feel uncomfortable, maybe even annoyed. That's exactly how women feel when a man is too eager to win them over. It makes them wonder, why is he trying so hard? What's wrong with him? Men who maintain their attraction don't panic when a woman pulls back. They don't rush to fix things or try to force her interest. Instead, they remain calm, focused, and in control. They know that a high-value man never chases. He simply chooses. If a woman doesn't appreciate what he brings to the table, he's perfectly fine walking away. The bottom line is simple. The harder you try to make her like you, the less she will. But the moment you stop needing her validation, the more she starts to crave yours. Up next, we're diving into one of the biggest psychological triggers in attraction. Why women are drawn to men other women want. Stay tuned. Point 4. The power of indifference. There's one undeniable truth about attraction. People value what they might lose. When something is too easy, too predictable, too safe, it stops feeling exciting. And when it comes to relationships, this is exactly why the man who remains indifferent, who doesn't need her, who isn't easily swayed by her games, always has the upper hand. Women are emotional creatures. They respond to uncertainty, mystery, and the thrill of the unknown. If they know exactly where they stand with you, if they feel completely secure in your attention, their desire starts to fade. Not because they want to lose interest, but because they can't help it. It's human nature. We all crave what feels just out of reach. You've seen this before. The guy who is overly eager, always available, always checking in, he gets ignored. Meanwhile, the guy who is busy, focused, and doesn't make a woman his top priority, she can't stop thinking about him. She overanalyzes his actions, questions his feelings, and starts trying harder to get his attention. That's the power of indifference. It creates doubt in her mind, and that doubt fuels her attraction. She wonders, does he really like me? Why isn't he chasing me like other guys? What's different about him? And once she starts asking those questions, she's already emotionally invested. But here's where most men go wrong. The moment they sense a woman pulling away, they panic. They start texting more, trying harder, proving themselves. They do anything to reassure her interest. And in doing so, they ruin everything. Because now she knows she has them. The chase is over. The mystery is gone. And with it, so is the attraction. Men who hold the strongest frame never fall into this trap. They don't let a woman's actions dictate their emotions. If she texts less, they don't panic and start overcompensating. If she plays games, they don't react. They understand that a high-value man doesn't chase approval. And because they don't need to chase, they naturally attract. Here's what most men don't realize. Indifference isn't about manipulating women. It's about truly being a man who doesn't need external validation. It's about having a life so full, a purpose so strong, that whether a woman stays or leaves doesn't shake you. When you carry yourself with that mindset, women don't just want your attention, they fight for it. Point 5. Women are naturally drawn to men that other women want. It's not just about personal attraction, it's about perception. When a woman sees that other women desire you, it immediately signals to her that you have value. It makes her wonder, what's so special about him? Why are other women interested? And the moment she starts questioning, attraction starts to build. This is called social proof, and it's one of the strongest psychological triggers in attraction. Women don't want to feel like they're making the wrong choice, so they look for external validation, even from other women. If a man is already getting female attention, it tells her that he has qualities worth competing for. On the other hand, if no woman seems to be interested in him, she subconsciously assumes there's a reason for that. And that's why men who struggle the most with women are usually the ones who are completely ignored by them. Women don't just want a man, they want a man who is wanted. The moment a guy enters a happy relationship, suddenly other women notice him more. It's not a coincidence. his value has been proven, and now other women see him differently. This is why high-status men, celebrities, athletes, or even the popular guy in social circles never have to chase. The perception of desirability is already working in their favor. It happens in everyday life too. If you walk into a room and see two men, one standing alone, the other surrounded by women, having fun, relaxed, confident, which one seems more attractive? Women instinctively gravitate toward the man who already has attention. It's the same reason why a restaurant with a long line feels more appealing than an empty one. People assume if others want it, it must be valuable. This is why having options is so powerful. Not just because it gives you confidence, but because it changes the way women see you. A man who is genuinely wanted by others naturally carries himself differently. He's not desperate, he's not overeager, and he's not bending over backward for female attention. And that is what makes him so attractive. The key here is that social proof isn't something you fake. It's something that naturally happens when you focus on your value. When women see that you're a man who is in demand, they won't just want you, they'll start competing for you. Point 6. Attention loses value. When it's free, men make one of the biggest mistakes in dating without even realizing it, giving away their attention like it's worthless. Every time a man showers a woman with compliments, constantly checks in, or is always available without her doing anything to earn it, he unknowingly lowers his value in her eyes. The sad truth is, most men don't understand how attraction works. They think, if I give her everything up front, she'll appreciate me more. But that's not how women operate. Women don't value attention that's handed to them without effort. They crave excitement, mystery, and the thrill of earning a high-value man's interest. When a man floods her with attention without requiring anything in return, he doesn't look confident. He looks desperate. And desperation is the fastest way to kill attraction. Men need to wake up and realize that their attention is currency. The more freely they give it away, the less valuable it becomes. Think about it. What's worth more? A diamond that's rare and hard to find, or a cheap stone you can pick up anywhere? Women want a man whose attention feels like a rare prize, not one who hands it out to every woman he meets. Too many men are out here double texting, liking every post, and waiting by their phones for a response, while the women they chase barely even acknowledge them. And it's not because these women are cruel, it's because they don't have to work for that attention. The moment a woman realizes she doesn't have to put in effort, she loses respect. And once respect is gone, attraction follows. Men need to start setting higher standards for themselves. Instead of giving unlimited attention to a woman just because she's attractive, they should ask themselves, has she earned it? Does she reciprocate? Is she actually interested in me? Or am I just feeding her ego? When a man values himself, he stops throwing his energy into people who don't deserve it. He moves differently. He becomes selective. And that's when women start chasing him. A high-value man understands that his attention is a privilege, not a guarantee. He doesn't waste time on women who play games or keep him as an option. He focuses on himself, his purpose, and his mission. And because of that, women naturally want to be part of his world. For the final point, I'll be breaking down why the men who put themselves first always win. Stay tuned. Point 7. Men who prioritize themselves. Win men spend too much time chasing women instead of chasing excellence. They rearrange their schedules, sacrifice their ambitions, and make women the center of their world, only to be left confused when those same women lose interest. The reality is simple. Women are drawn to men who have a purpose bigger than them. A man who puts himself first automatically commands respect and attraction. Women don't want a man who revolves around them. They want a man who is on a mission, a man whose time is valuable. The moment a woman realizes that a man is willing to drop everything for her, she starts seeing him differently. Not as a strong, independent leader, but as someone who is too easily controlled. And no woman is attracted to a man who lacks direction. The men who win in life and relationships are the ones who focus on their own growth, They prioritize their careers, their fitness, their mindset, before worrying about impressing women. And ironically, that's what makes women chase them. When a man is truly busy, when he has things to accomplish, women start fighting for a place in his life. They respect a man who doesn't drop everything for them because they know his time is earned, not given away freely. Too many men get it backward. They think if they show enough love, enough effort, enough availability, a woman will appreciate them more. But it doesn't work that way. Women don't respect men who need them. They respect men who choose them. And a man can only choose a woman from a place of power if he's already fulfilled on his own. Look around at the men women admire the most. They aren't the ones sitting by the phone waiting for a reply. They aren't the ones canceling plans to be available. They are the men who are so focused on their own growth that women feel lucky just to get a fraction of their attention. That's the kind of energy that pulls women in. A man who prioritizes himself never needs to chase. He naturally attracts. His energy, his drive, his purpose. These are the things that make women crave his presence. And the best part? He doesn't do it for women. He does it for himself. Women are just a byproduct of his success. Men need to wake up and stop making women their priority. Build your life. Build your success. Build yourself. The right women will follow. And that's how you win. Most men have it completely wrong. Women don't fall for the guy who treats them the best. They fall for the guy they have to earn. You could be the most loyal, attentive, and available man in the world, but if she doesn't feel the need to work for your attention, she won't value it. The reality is simple. The moment a woman knows she has you completely, the excitement fades. Women are drawn to men who have their own mission, men who don't prioritize them above everything else. If your life revolves around chasing her, you're telling her, I have nothing more important going on. And once she sees that, her interest disappears. So, here's my challenge to you. Flip the script. Stop chasing. Stop overgiving. Start putting yourself first. Women don't respect men who need them. They respect men who choose them from a position of strength. Drop a comment below. Have you ever noticed a woman wanting you more only when you stopped caring so much? I'll be reading and responding, so let's talk. If you're looking to take a deeper dive into these concepts, join my Podia community, link in the description. It's packed with powerful insights to help you master your masculinity in today's dating world. Stay strong, stay focused, and protect your power. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.